Coming up on today's episode of AMA Drone Report. AMA government outreach efforts continue. National Model Aviation Day. Build your own drone using Lego blocks. Hi, I'm Bree Cross. Welcome to Airborne's AMA Drone Report on Aero-TV, a weekly news program covering the recreational drone world in partnership with the Academy of Model Aeronautics, one of the oldest and most respected aviation organizations in the world, with more than 195,000 members and 2,400 clubs across the country. There's no rest for the folks at AMA dealing with the politics of flying model aircraft, especially drones. The AMA staff reports that, quote, "As you know, we have been working tirelessly with Congress to preserve and strengthen the special rule for model aircraft and to affirm the importance of the community-based model for managing the recreational community. Due to congressional recess in August, we do not expect any further action on FAA reauthorization legislation until September." Also in D.C. last week, Director of Government Relations Chad Boudreaux participated in another Drone Advisory Committee meeting to discuss the appropriate role of state and local governments in UAS-related regulations. In addition to this meeting, Chad Boudreaux and AMA President Rich Hansen spent the week working with the Aviation Rulemaking Committee on remote identification of UAS and law enforcement issues. At the state and local level, AMA continues to fight legislation that could harm our hobby in New York, North Carolina, New Mexico, and California. AMA Rep. Tyler Dobbs is assisting a local club in California to ensure ongoing access to a flying site managed by the Army Corps of Engineers that members have been enjoying for 23 years. In the next Drone Minute, let's take a brief look at a few of the shorter stories that are making the rounds of the small UAS and hobby drone communities. Last week, we told you about drones and whale interactions. This week, we have drones tracking pythons over the Florida Everglades. It is estimated that over 100,000 Burmese pythons are living in the Everglades and ravaging wildlife. Volaero Drones, a professional drone services company, is working with the state of Florida on a program to deal with this problem. The Department of the Army has discontinued use of any Chinese-built drone, leading to the grounding of UAVs it had acquired from DJI. Due to an increased awareness of cyber vulnerabilities associated with DJI products, quote, "It is directed that the U.S. Army halt use of any DJI products. This guidance applies to all DJI UAS and any system that employs DJI electrical components or software." Snap, the developer of the popular social media app Snapchat, is said to be looking to acquire China-based 00 Robotics, the maker of a small selfie drone. Snap reportedly bought another drone company, Control Me Robotics, earlier this year. 00 makes the Hover Camera Passport drone, which uses facial recognition technology to take selfies in flight. In this legislative session earlier this year, the state of Florida passed and Governor Rick Scott signed a bill that prohibits local governments from enacting legislation regulating the operation of unmanned aircraft in the state. To comply with the state law, the city of Orlando has introduced a bill that would strike its recently passed drone regulations from the city's Code of Ordinances. That was our Drone Minute. Now back to the rest of the news. National Model Aviation Day is coming, and that includes the hobby drone community. This is the 5th anniversary as UAS operators and clubs across the country celebrate National Model Aviation Day, August 12, 2017. National Model Aviation Day was created to encourage clubs to celebrate the hobby and to share it with the public. AMA chartered clubs have also been asked to conduct a fundraiser to provide assistance to a worthy cause. For this year, all clubs have been asked to support the AMA Foundation. The AMA is devoted to inspiring the young and young at heart to pursue a hobby that will inspire creativity and advance learning through the use of hands-on applications. The purposes of the foundation will be to fundraise and to make grants to AMA to support its charitable and educational programs and services. It's easy to participate. All you have to do is sign up on the National Model Aviation Day website, nationalmodelaviationday.org. Most kids probably had a Lego set when they were young that elicited a string of bad words when an adult stepped on a block in their bare feet. Now they might be saying, "Stop flying those around the house." Flybrix, a company founded in 2015, is offering kits that give Lego tinkerers an opportunity to build their own drone out of the blocks. Flybrix was co-founded by MIT alumnus Immer Hirsch, whose kits come with all the parts necessary to make a working, flying drone that can be disassembled and rebuilt in a number of different ways. Along the way, builders learn about aerodynamics, electromechanics, and flight basics by building a drone from scratch. The aircraft can fly for about 5 minutes on a single charge. The company sold more than 8,000 kits in 2016. Nearly 500 kits have been sold to school systems around the world, with STEM-focused programs in Australia showing particular interest. The kits are targeted at kids 14 years old and older, Hirsch said, but he thinks there will be a lot of interest among adults as well. Quote, "I bet you that retired pilots are our best demographic," he said. Well, we wouldn't bet against him on that. Well, that's our program for this week. In addition to this program, our daily Airborne Limited episodes covering the entire aviation and aerospace world are streamed Monday through Friday. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and tweet us. Get comprehensive real-time 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. And more information on the exciting hobby drone world at modelaircraft.org. We'll see you next week.